What makes you gay or
job as a nurse for stealing medication. It was around that time when he decided to experiment with the relatively new realm of online cam sites. These platforms differ from regular porn sites in that they are interactive.
Think about cam girls. Do cam girls count as virtual girlfriends? That's a good question.
Instead of watching a pre-recorded video, users can solicit live performances from models in exchange for money. This allows individuals to watch whatever acts they want, but at a price. Using his brother's credit card, he browsed through multiple cam models.
I'd kill him. I'd kill myself.
Spending an average of 20 minutes on each one. Yet it was on the 5th of June when forensics discovered he came in contact with a performer who went by the stage name of Sylvie. And over the following 6 months, Grant would spend over $200,000 of his family's money on this one model. The entirety of his father's life savings that he had saved up from working as a pharmacist for over 30 years was gone.
How did he get access? How did he get access?
He had spent $60,000 from his brother's credit card and had also taken a $65,000 loan out on the house. When his family found out, instead of calling the police, Grant was sent to a behavioral rehabilitation facility for online porn addiction.
Only in a white family that would happen. Only in a middle-class white family that would have happened. Any other family who would have got his ass beat? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I would have, my husband would have had to pull me off my child. I'm like, I'll kill him! Sell him. White people.
The more we try to run from shame,
an Asian mom would not have let that man leave. I'm like, they're like, I'm gonna fucking sail you to a sweatshop until you make that money back. I swear to God, you little bastard.
stronger it becomes.
When Grant got back from rehab on January 4th, his father presented him with a 2-page list of rules he was required to follow if he wanted to continue living at home. One of the conditions was that he cease all communication with Sylvia immediately, but it took just 3 weeks for the family to discover that he had broken the contract and re-established contact with the model via Twitter. On January 24th, when Chad Amato got home from work, he reportedly confronted Grant over his disregard, and the two of them got into a heated argument which almost turned into a
3 weeks. 3 weeks. Also, if that's how they react over that, how soft are they on
physical altercation.
him?
Grant was then kicked out of the house, and for the first time in his life, he was on his own.
Finally,
Shortly before
finally, 1,000 years too late, but finally, he should have been kicked out so long
9
ago.
a.m. the next morning, police received a call from Cody Amato's girlfriend, alerting them that he had failed to show up to work that morning and hadn't responded to multiple phone calls. They arrived at the residence at 9:17 a.m., and once knocks on the front door went unanswered, they were able to gain access with a knife via the back entrance. Chad, Margaret, and Cody Amato were all found lying dead on the floor with gunshot wounds to the head from a 9mm handgun. Grant became the immediate prime suspect as a witness.
What the fuck? Your girlfriend told you to stop watching me? That's a little controlling, but bro, always pick a girlfriend over your
Statement from
VTuber.
Cody's girlfriend advised police of the confrontation that had occurred the night before, as well as the collection of bizarre circumstances that had led to that point. He was traced to a hotel in Orlando.
You're being cooperative, sir. We appreciate that. Some similar county detectives want to talk to you, so we're going to get that handcuff off of you.
Killed his entire family over giving a girl money online.
It's just a normal routine when we encounter someone that we want to make sure you're safe. Now we know you don't have any weapons. We'll get those restraints off of you. We're confident you've been cooperative. Everything's good, so we appreciate that very much. It goes a long ways.
He immediately agreed to accompany them to the police station and sit down for an interview. Reports stated that he wasn't made aware of his family's demise, nor was he advised as to
How old is he? He's like bald.
what the purpose of the interview was for. Grant himself didn't once inquire, just reportedly sat silent in the back seat of an unmarked police car, staring out the window for the entire journey to the police station.
Did you know why? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Stress reliever? Where?
Did you get a what? Do you Coke or anything?
No. I'll hold off on that.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Eva.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm here.
Just to restate, he has not been told, nor given any insinuation as to why he is sitting inside an interrogation room, and has not once inquired himself.
Why wouldn't he ask? Yeah.
Hey, we really appreciate you coming up here with
He's
us.
also a dumbass. God, I'd be
Yeah,
from heaven
anytime
going,
during
oh
this
my
you-
god, my son can't even get away with a murder. What an idiot. Oh my god, he just throws something. Like, oh my god, he can't do anything.
Stop and go to the bathroom,
Oh.
want a drink, saying, just let me know, and we'll be happy to get you. My name is
I
Danny
want to
Anderson.
keep it a surprise.
and,
yeah, why am I?
I'm a deputy Seminole County Sheriff's Office. Is Eva.
The investigator's initial plan is to establish a friendly connection with the suspect, which can often be a highly effective tactical procedure to elicit a more detailed discourse. Yet on this occasion, something seems to get lost in the endeavor, which you'll just have to see for yourself when the time
it's
comes.
weird as hell he didn't ask. He gives him away straight away. Yeah, exactly. They're looking up in heaven. My son can't even get away with murdering me. Exactly. I plan to be one hell of a tiger mom, so even when they were killing me, I would be correcting them and saying they could have done it better. I have to leave the way I came into their life, criticizing.
This is one of the most fascinatingly aggravating interrogations to ever be released into the public domain.
So we just want to talk to you a little bit, and we'll get this in and out, be on our way.
Okay.
Full name?
My full name is Grant Tiernan Amato.
What is there any special nursing degree? What you do, or?
I mean, I have like other certifications. But I mean, with that, like, I primarily worked in the hospital for, I think, 5 or 6 years. Well, I was accused of grand theft of the third degree back in June of 2018. There was no evidence ever presented. All the charges were dropped. I had been applying for jobs for the last couple weeks. I'd gotten like 3 or 4 callbacks, and then I went on a job interview yesterday for a home infusion nurse job.
What time was your interview yesterday?
It was scheduled for 10. I got there at around 9 in the morning, and then I think we actually had the interview at about 9:45.
How'd that go?
I mean, it was all good. They didn't have anything. They said that they'd probably be getting back to me by Tuesday or Thursday this coming week.
Get you back to work?
Yeah, because I mean, it's a crappy world when you don't have any money, you can't do anything. So
financially, how does the nursing what you did? I'm sorry, I just don't know that much. She knows all
Yeah,
about
okay, I'm gonna
nursing.
need
The
squat.
nursing, how does it pay? How does it pay?
I mean, if you work your standard 12 hours a week, you get anywhere between, I'd say, $45,000 and $55,000 a year. So I mean, it's not bad. I think my best year I made like $55,000.
55.
Because I rarely worked overtime.
Right.
When I was just, because I had the whole plan of going to graduate school, so I was just kind of using it as a stepping stone to that time.
Just to pay the bills to get you where you gotta. Gotcha. And what you're going for, what does that pay?
Nurse anesthesia pays, I mean, base like about 150 up to 175.
We're doing some research because we have a podcast in 50 minutes with Luca, Miwa, and Honey about virtual girlfriends. So we were just writing down some talking points and stuff for it. And this guy killed his family by the looks of it because they kicked him out because he spent $250,000 of their money to pay for a cam girl. So, yeah, so we're researching, like, the lengths of it. So, and also bring up to the fact, do cam girls count as, like, virtual girlfriends? Because some of them, I guess, do give girlfriend experience.
Okay.
So, yeah.
High school,
we're researching
I
and
went to
watching
Timber
stuff.
Creek.
How were you raised?
High school and the first 2 years of college, I was ABC. I was in honors in the major program for UCF. Girlfriends. I had, like, my high school sweetheart girlfriend for about 5 years. And then ever since then, no, like, official girlfriends, no flings or anything like that.
Dates here and there?
Dates occasionally, but, I mean, not really. Kind of focused on, like, just getting through
Well, I guess the cam girl's not his girlfriend now, huh?
life goals that, I wanted to achieve.
What do you like to do?
What do I like to do? I like to watch anime.
What is it? I'm sorry.
No! He likes to watch anime. Oh my god, the anime lovers' reputations are always getting hit. I swear, why is it always anime lovers?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know what it is.
I mean,
I thought you said MMA. I'm like, okay, and then when you start explaining to it,
I mean, I
heard
guess
it. I'm like, no.
it's animated.
Yeah. Oh no, he's explaining.
It's like cartoons, I guess you could say, but it's Japanese cartoons. It is in Japanese, and then they subtitle it. Yeah.
Well, looking at him, you just shut the fuck
I don't. I understand a few words. We actually just went to me, my brother, and one of my friends, or I guess friends from high school. We went to Japan.
In fact, how long have you been out of work?
I've been out of work for 6 months, since June.
How did you pay? That's a lot of money for to be out of work.
My brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think the only other game that we really played was Fortnite, but then that was starting to get to like.
That's a big deal right now.
Yeah, double sub, guys. We need to know who's a psychopath.
And actually, yeah, during the time that I was that I wasn't working as a nurse, I tried to do the whole Twitch streaming thing.
What is that?
No! No! He just said he tried to be a Twitch streamer too. No! It's over. It's Joe over. It's Joe over. Next to okay. That's not what I was gonna talk about. He fixes his crotch there. Why do guys think no one will notice that they'll just fix their dick in public and no one will notice? Because I saw that and I was just like, why do dudes do that? Like everyone can see you're picking at your balls, but Twitch streamer, no, with her sister anymore. Yes, I keep nagging at her. Where the hell is my sister reacts to male VTubers video? Where is it, huh? Where is it? Where is she? I don't know.
I'm sorry.
No.
You have to explain a lot of this to us.
With Twitch, it's you got your mic and then you have your face cam, and then basically people are just watching you play whatever game you're going to say that you're playing.
This is like me watching what it would be like to explain my job to a normal person, and I'm dying inside.
Okay.
On virtual reality, it was primarily just Beat Saber, so it's like
No! It's VR too! No! I can't. No! I play VR too! No! Oh god, yeah, I'll explain my job. You know, I dress up as a bunny that is also a cop, and I lecture people online. Like,
a rhythm-based game like Guitar Hero. Apart from that, we really didn't get into too many other games yet, because we were kind of just focused on Beat Saber. But I think we had downloaded a few other where it's just like you're going through like a world and you can interact with the world or something like that.
VTuber?
Close to your brother Cody? Let's talk about Cody.
Oh yeah. Me and Cody.
Who's older, you or him?
He is. I'm the youngest one. I'm 29. He's 31. Okay. My oldest brother Jason is 35 or 36 now.
Talk about Cody.
Hey, we decided to go to nursing school together. We decided to go to the nurse anesthesia school together. A lot of people thought that it was weird because we did everything together and because we were so close, but yeah, I mean...
Yeah, a lot of people understand the bond of brothers, though.
Yeah.
The true bond if you're close with your brother.
And I mean, during like this whole time, I mean, kind of like with just a few examples I've given you, he was...
Look, Del, look at the screen. Look upon what your life looks like through normal eyes.
No, I won't.
Take care of everything for
Always
me.
there for you.
Yeah.
Always there to support
Shut up.
Always there.
Shut up.
Yeah, did everything together, connected at the hip.
And ever any issues really with him?
No, like I was saying, during this last 6 months...
Like, you guys can talk. You also, like, watch VTubers play video games and like anime, okay?
It had been a very trying time. He would, like, have his moments where he would get extremely upset. Like, you know, he never gets violent, I guess you could say. But, like, at one point he got so upset that he, like, pushed a cabinet and then it, like, dented into the wall. Yeah, I mean, at least with me, he's always been, like, where he's there for me. Like, whatever it takes, regardless of what's happening, I'm going to take care of it for you.
Tell me about your mom.
Actually have girlfriend.
My mom has,
Do you have a girlfriend, Slap? Okay, guys. Do you have girlfriends and I don't? I guess we're gonna go make Mia cry. But bullshit. Bullshit. I don't believe you guys. I'll go get a boyfriend or girlfriend. I'll do it right now. I'll go get one.
It must have been a bizarre sight for the detectives to witness, when a man who had just allegedly shot his mother in the back of the head gave a reminiscent smile when she was brought up in the discussion.
She's always been the, it's kind of like Cody, she's always been the one that focused on me, and,
I'm doing it right now. What if I message Aki to be my boyfriend? You said he's not. He said he's. Would you believe it? Even if he says yes or no, because he's imaginary.
Countless times my dad would like come up to me, and he'd make like me feel like he'd try and use things and word things to make me feel guilty, so that I would, do everything that I can, like get a job.
Almost like a motivation.
Right. And he'd tell me time and time again that,
they wouldn't.
you're
That's the
her
thing. I would say I have a
mean, she
boyfriend
would
and
do
people wouldn't believe me. That's just sad. What do you mean that's sad? Aki's real.
anything for you. And, I mean, it's like, yeah, I don't need to hear that. I mean, that's not what would
can we pay attention to this? Stop bullying me.
Sure.
Yeah.
But no, with Mom, I think we yelled at each other a grand total of like 3 or 4 times
you're right,
my whole
Quantum.
life. Never any issues. I mean, it was always, like, if there was somebody that I could talk to and, like, Cody wasn't available, I'd always talk to my mom. I'd always let her know what's going on. Yeah, I mean, she would help me out through anything.
Yeah, instead of that, I would...
Tell me about Dad.
Dad,
what does he do?
Dad's a pharmacist. He works for CVS. He's been a pharmacist for, I think, 35 years or so. My dad was a very, like, angry, violent type person.
Overbearing.
Overbearing.
Bad.
Like baseball practice, it'd be like 4 or 5 hours, and he's hurling the ball as fast as an adult can, and we're like 7th to 8th grade trying to catch this stuff.
Belittle you?
He would belittle me when I was younger. The problem, I guess, was that I was always like the jokester, the one that could calm everybody.
He's like grasping at straws to be butthurt at his family.
Everybody down, make everybody smile. If it was a heated situation, I could say a joke or something and then make everybody kind of move past it. And I was just in the point where it's like, I'm hearing, all this stuff from Dad. I'm seeing how much Cody's helping me. Mom's stressed out with her job. And it's like, I'm not doing anything.
When's the last time your dad put his hands on you?
The last time my dad put his hands on me would be, I'd say, kind of the middle of December of 2018.
What happened?
It's because,
yeah, they are all
with all the money that had been getting spent and...
Just to be clear, the cam model has not yet been brought up in the discussion. The money being spent, in this context, would simply be his living expenses.
I guess just the mix of everything that I've been saying, just kind of boiling up in him. And the fact that to him, it seemed like I wasn't concerned about it. So, and then plus I was, I wasn't acting like myself with the jovialness and, all that kind of stuff.
You know why he lies when he knows there would be records that he went to the sex rehab, right? Like, that's on records, isn't it?
My father chose to admit me to like a depression or an addiction clinic or something like that in Fort Lauderdale called Cornerstone.
When was that?
That was December 22nd.
Okay.
Until I think January 4th.
Did you agree to go?
I didn't, but they said that, this was your only...
Who said?
My dad.
Okay.
And that was in Fort Lauderdale?
Yep. The criminals aren't... So that's the thing. The criminals that get caught aren't smart. If they're a smart criminal, they're not getting caught. Gender? What do you mean, John?
Did your mom agree with it?
My mom and my brother both agreed.
I don't really see the virtual cam girl as the reason he did it. He seems so disconnected from everything.
It was my dad who was like the iron fist, like, this is what's going to happen. Like, he can't...
Why did he say you needed to go? What was his reasoning?
Because with the way that I was acting, he didn't see that I was doing anything for, like, the positive. And a lot of it just came back to money with him. He would like allow me to spend money that he had.
It is weird how many criminals actually get caught just because of taxes.
Like with his credit card or something like that. But it's like then whenever I did, it was like a huge problem.
Okay, so you had one of his credit cards.
Yeah.
And what were you buying with it?
Well, what I was doing is, over the past 4 months or something like that, I've been talking to this woman online.
Who's she?
She's, as embarrassing as it is, she's a cam model.
A what?
A cam model.
Yeah,
Alright.
taxes, no
Nope.
joke.
Just like all the videos, Jeff, you have to tell us.
A cam model, it's like it's like a
Wait, the cops don't know what a cam girl is?
virtual girlfriend, I guess you could say.
Okay.
A virtual girlfriend. Ooh, what a stretch.
That type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the money went to her.
Okay, where's she at?
She lives in Bulgaria.
Where?
Bulgaria.
Where's that?
I guess that's the thing, they have
Over
to get
in Europe,
the, spell it out for
outside
them.
of Germany.
Okay.
Something like that.
You ever been there?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't that serious.
Okay.
So what would you give her money for?
Just for like the time online with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was just like that type of thing.
And what did she charge?
$600 for like 5,000 or something tokens or something like that. So, and then it was 4 hours a night. So I mean that's basically just where
Yeah,
all
so
like
that-
the costs went to was.
Yeah, so it needs to be asked so they can know that he know what he think he is. It is, because they need to collect as much of it as possible for their investigation. Yeah, that makes sense. So 4 hours a night was $600. Damn, raking it in.
You pay real money for the tokens, then you use the company's digital currency for that.
So you do that, and when did you meet her?
I met her at the beginning of July. Yeah, at the very beginning of July.
Okay, and still talking to her?
Still, yeah. I mean, more just on like Twitter, like
Okay.
just through direct messaging. Again, cell phone service doesn't work, so it's like I can't use the chatting like that.
How much do you think you spent on this? Because it seems kind of pricey.
Yeah, probably close to like $200,000.
What
I'd
the
say.
fuck? Yes, he actually admitted it.
$100,000?
Yeah.
He actually like fully admitted it that he spent $200K. I was expecting him to lowball them.
And where'd the money come from?
Money came from me, my brother, and then my dad.
Did they know where the money was?
Frank's confessions are always crazy. It's never what you think it's gonna be.
Go with it?
They didn't know that it was going to a cam model.
What did you
I
tell
was
them?
saying that it was going towards my Twitch streaming, like
Beginning stuff.
like advertising, like putting my name out there and that type of thing. So I guess to like
They thought the $200K was for Twitch streaming. Imagine making more money off your parents than Twitch stream. My parents are my biggest donators. I should become a catfish. There's a lot of catfishes that do rake it in. I am not encouraging it in any way, but there is a lot of them.
bring it all back with why I was brought to Cornerstone. It was a mix of all of those things. It's like he felt like, you know, he felt like,
You need to be grounded.
yeah. And
I just
so then
love
I was
he said
there,
that
you know,
with 30-year-old man. My dad thought I needed to be grounded. He was still living at home and everything and spending all their money. What the
I
hell?
spoke to, like, the
Where do I
therapists
get
and
soft parents
psychiatrists
like
and all
that? I
stuff.
shall
didn't
cherish
need
them.
any medications for anything.
Like a
They had
VRC.
analyzed it as
Oh yeah,
nice
Cody knows all about it. We know you spend money on
You've been out of
VTubers.
work,
At least you're
you
not.
have this-
Hey, as long as you're not stealing money from your parents, it's fine. I
PTSD from
cried
the
like
whole
this.
getting
Oh my
arrested
God.
thing, and I mean, the last thing on my record was, I think, a speeding ticket back when I was at UCF. They had signed me up, I think, to be there for 60 days, but then
Why
I
did
was
my
only
mouth
there until
just freak
January
the hell
4th.
out?
Who
So
paid for that?
my brother, Cody,
What was the cost of that, you know?
$15,000.
I am curious how many people have been catfished because I actually know quite a couple guys that have been. It's less common with women, I think, to get catfished, but I've seen quite a lot of guys be catfished.
So their final diagnosis of you was what?
That I was fine. That
Didn't need to be there.
Yeah, that I was fine. I told them all about like my living situation and how it had been stressful, and then it got better, and then now it's just stressful again. But they had all just said that it was just this isolated.
$200 is not pretty good to
Yeah.
to spend that at that time.
Right. When I got back,
Could've been a
that's
lot
when my
less.
dad started to get really kind of overbearing, and I mean rightfully so. I know what I did, but it's like with him, it was every single day, hours a day, excuse me, hours a day. He'd come home from work, and then he would just talk
God,
to
that
me
hotman's
just about the same
true,
exact.
true. I've seen a few girls that have catfished other women too, as like a way to be like be bitches to them too. Private Snapchat, which I still have it to this day, so like a good deal. Frank is always for the good deals.
Thing over and over and over and over and over again.
When was the last time that you and your dad did have, you know,
Oh my god.
a heated conversation?
It would
No.
be Thursday, because one of his rules was that I wasn't allowed to talk to the woman anymore that I had been talking to.
Did you catfish someone? For real? Or is it just...
But I guess you could
I feel
say
like it's
behind
gonna
the
be a funny
scenes,
story.
my mom would let me talk to her through her cell phone using Twitter. So yeah,
Like,
anyways,
you
on
weren't
Thursday,
television?
he had
Oh,
apparently
no.
found out that I was
Oh no!
speaking to her again. You know, it wasn't really my intention to continue talking to this woman, but it just kind of happened. And then because there was like that emotional connection, I guess you could say, between her and me, like I like, you know, it felt like a relationship. You know, I didn't want to just stop cold turkey on it.
So Thursday,
Snapchat, when he was asking
you're
for
home all
pics,
day.
I'd asked my
Yeah,
roommate to
with your
take
mom.
sexy pics
And
and
she
she was
works at
down.
home.
Correct, yeah.
Your dad
But you
works
actually
with his
gave him
work
stuff.
He worked
Well, he didn't
until,
completely lose out, I guess.
I think he had to go
Why
in
were
early
you
that day.
catfishing him?
Because he had to start like doing overtime or something like that.
On a truck?
And
congrats,
he
Frank.
normally works though from like
Getting a truck. Woo! Congratulations.
5 or 6 in the morning to, I think he gets home between like 5:30 and 6 at night or something like that.
What time do you get home that day?
He got home at like 5:30.
Yeah,
And
that's not
then,
catfishing. Catfishing isn't about knowing why you're here. Usually it's trying to make a romantic attachment to someone, pretending to be someone else. I live at the bottom of a lake, glub glub. Hope you get the non-pansexual, bisexual man. What does that even mean? What does it even mean?
He came in and then he asked me.
Okay, I need to do a squat. I'll also run and go to the bathroom. Yeah, that's gaslighting, guys. God, don't even know you're abusers. I thought you'd know better how to abuse people by now. Okay. Squat, and then I will quickly run to the bathroom. I hate doing that in between reactions, but this is long. But I don't know if we'll actually get this done. Like, maybe? Because we're almost halfway, and that will be around the time the podcast starts. And we got some good notes. Keep it up. Thanks, Archive. Thank you. We might put down the notes to ask what is an appropriate amount to spend. And obviously the question of if you have a real girlfriend or spouse, is it acceptable? I don't think it's working. Oh my god. Back in like 3 minutes. I just need to pee.
Happy Toon Mo, yes.
Sprareborn just subscribed. Upgrading their cell.
Woo! 2 months, let's go! Thank you for the resub. As Sprareborn, let's go! Mouth is moving. It's probably because it shouldn't have heard me in the room. But, yeah. Oh, sorry. I had to run out because they delivered my, like, my medications and stuff, but they just chucked it onto my yard. So they're just like, my drugs! And I don't live in the nicest neighborhood. You can't just leave drugs on the yard. Some bogan will steal it.
A calmer state,
Let's continue.
Like, basically the leading question of, you know, why do you think...
Sometimes they either shove it in the mailbox, leave it on the doorstep, put it in the little garage out front, or they literally just chuck it on the grass.
We're about to have this conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Giving me, I guess, that opportunity to be honest and truthful.
They just
to
come
maybe
out like
tone it down a
Australian
little
birds. Drugs. Just all the bogan people.
I, of course, did what I always
These
did,
are my
where
anxiety
I kind of
and anti-inflammation drugs.
didn't admit to it. And then he came out and he told me that I'd been doing that.
He had proof.
Yeah.
Have an argument?
Yeah. He kind of, you know,
drugs
pulled me up from the couch, and then he was yelling at me to pack my shit up and just get out of the house. That he was the one who had to be the hammer, and that, you know, why am I...
I'm curious if it's just not in my, like, vision anymore, or is catfishing becoming less popular? Because I do agree, I'm seeing catfishing less and less.
making him have to go through
this part of that. Like,
and all this other
now it's just the people doing it for the wrong reasons, because LGBT people don't need to catfish anymore.
kind of stuff.
Okay.
I had my argument, and then I'm packing my stuff. I'm, you know, taking it out to the car. It took me like a couple hours to get as
feel comfortable, so they feel like they have to catfish or whatever.
much as I could, just kind of out into there. So I left, and then.
What time do you think you left about?
Oh God. 9 or 9:30 or so.
He goes on to state that he met up with his brother soon after on the side of the road.
And what was the conversation?
Conversation was basically that he was brought up to speed, you know, and that he would take care of it.
He was brought up to speed by what?
This is Grant attempting to frame his brother for a double murder-suicide. You will see this quote brought up repeatedly from this point forward.
He was brought up to speed on, like, why I'm out here.
Who brought him up to speed?
My mom.
Oh, so she talked to him?
Yeah.
He told you that mom had talked to him?
Right.
Do you think that's why Cody left work?
I was just pretending to be a girl in a fighting game Discord to beat people up. Oh my god, hey DJ, thanks for the follow. Welcome into the delinquents up when they underestimate, but the guy who has a VA for the game started DMing me? What? That's
According to Grant, Cody had left work a few hours early to meet up with him on the side of the road. Cody had indeed left work early, yet it wasn't to meet up with Grant.
Kills his brother and tries to frame him.
It was later proven that while Margaret Amato was sitting at the computer sipping on a glass of red wine, Grant shot her in the back of the head. He then lay in wait for his father to return to the house, then shot him twice in the head as he entered the kitchen. Cody then received a text from his father's number, asking him to come home urgently. Forensics believed that he was very likely pleading for his life soon after he entered the front door. He was found by police with a gunshot wound to the face, lying in the fetal position. His credit card was stolen, with a purchase made to a campsite for $600 and estimated 30 minutes later.
I mean...
What an absolute moron. Oh my god. How did he even think this story was gonna fly? Like, he literally made a purchase straight after, and he shot his family for this? Oh my god. He even bring his brother in. He already killed his dad. Why didn't he steal his dad's credit card?
In my mind, I was just thinking, oh, he had been let off work early like three times already this week. So I was just like...
10-15 minutes you talk to Cody.
Right.
You have the conversation, and he leaves to go home.
Right.
And you leave to go where?
And then I stay in that general area just so that if anything happens, somebody like knows where I am. Yeah, I mean, I was staying in that general area, and then I decided to go
to Publix.
He just referred to the Publix supermarket parking lot. This is where he used the free Wi-Fi to log on to the campsite with his dead brother's credit card.
Which was about what time?
Oh my god, it just gets dumber. Yep.
Like, between like midnight and 1, I think. Yeah.
And you go to Publix midnight 1, and how long did you stay there till?
I stayed there until like 7.
And
Slept there last night.
he went, killed his family, and then went talk to the game
Anybody?
girl.
I messaged the girl that I'd been talking to on Twitter.
Like, there's no
On Twitter,
attachment
so you
to
have
his
to pay
family.
for it.
Right.
Did she respond back to you?
I think once.
The discussion is then brought back to his last meeting with Cody.
And then, when you left Cody, what did he say he was going to go do?
Cody said that he will take care of it.
Take care of what?
Just the situation that was at hand with whatever he had been updated with from my mom.
Did he tell you what he was updated?
He had told me the reason why, like, I had been kicked out. But he really didn't give me that much dialogue, like, about that situation. You know, he was
At very least, he's one incredibly selfish.
miffed a little bit because,
Family
you know,
stopped
he had just
giving
gotten
him
off
money,
work
so
and now he
it
had
became
to go deal
an
with
obstacle to
this.
money. Yeah, he didn't have any real attachment to his family other than money and what they could give him. And soon as they were giving him nothing.
But what was your demeanor? Like, what did
behavior.
Cody see you as? Like, were you
Like, scared.
upset?
Yeah,
Were you...
I was scared because, I mean, like I said, it's the first time that I had been out of the house.
It's also a very common thing with narcissistic behavior, which he is doing, is when you make yourself the hero of every story. As in, he's made himself, he's the mediator, he takes care of his family, he stops them from fighting. That's something narcissists do. They try and center themselves in every story.
We've come and talked to you.
Okay.
You rode up here voluntarily with us to talk to us.
The detective will now initiate the first confrontation.
Why do you think we're having this conversation?
I honestly don't know, but I'm pretty freaked out at this point because, you know, it's, I mean, I know, like, how the situation was when I left.
You're now about to see the lead interrogator's attempt at getting Grant to confess, in a manner so blatantly obvious that the suspect immediately sees through it.
As a child, we're told the truth always is the best thing to do, correct?
Correct.
You agree with me?
Yeah.
And accidents happen, and things in the heat of the moment, things happen that we wish hadn't happened. But I do it myself sometimes. My kids will make me so aggravated, I'll snap at them and then walk away and say, wow, I wish I would not have done that. That was not very adult of me to snap at my child for something. Yes, they're wrong, but I should be the adult and not snap at them.
Right.
Tell me what you think, because I can tell I've done this for a long, long time, and I read people, the way they act, and the way they talk to me, and the way they answer questions. There's something you want to tell us. I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your body language, and just the way you act. Now's the
You
time.
act guilty, bro.
Now's the time. If there's something you want to get off your chest and give us an explanation of what's bothering you, now is the exact time to do it. And I'm giving you that opportunity right now to tell me something you want to get off your chest. It's there. I can see it in your face. I can see it in your eyes.
Kept out about that night.
You're upset about it. You've been that since we've talked to you. I can see there's something been bothering you. Even though I don't know you from Adam's house, can't you see things in people that something's really bothering this guy? It's not that.
Tell the cop should have. Yeah, I should have interrogated him. I'll do good cop. I'll do bad cop. Chat does good cop.
You know,
she's crazy, man. She's crazy, man. You have to get her what she wants.
So if you did, it's over with. Money can be made back. Something's bothering you.
I'm just worried about what is all transpiring from this.
I think at this point right now, to be honest with you, Grant, you know what it is.
Roxas? Did you call me autistic? And did you mean it as an insult? Bro, did you burn yourself somehow?
Your eyes is
yes! What the fuck?
And
I can't even get up at him for saying it because he is autistic himself. So
stupid,
I'm just.
People don't believe it.
It's like.
Like I told you out there in the car.
So
I tell you.
Yeah, so it's like, wait a minute, how dare you? Then Roxas just turns it around. Why is it how dare? Is it bad to be called autistic? Is it bad to be autistic, Del? I never should have told him this. God damn it! He trapped me again!
Hey, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth every time because I can walk in front of anybody in God and say, I don't care. I told
damn
you
it!
the truth.
And we usually know answers before we ask it.
Right.
Me and Eva knew everything before.
This is like when I taught my niece how to open doors because I thought it made her look clever, and then she let herself out and walked down the street. This is the kind of regret I have teaching him this.
Or we ask you the questions. Now's the time to come to Jesus, be honest, because you're holding something back. I can see it in your eyes. People don't believe that the police will help you, but we are actually here to help you with issues you may have. I think something happened, and you don't want to tell us, but right now is the time to get it off your chest. And I really wish you would, because it will make you feel better in the end.
I genuinely don't.
Honestly, probably because they can hyperfixate on, like, if that's their, like, detective stuff is hyperfixation, yes, they would probably make a good one.
Have anything else that I can say about the night or, you know, the periods of time afterwards.
There's only one opportunity to make that good impression, and if we've done something we shouldn't have done, get that.
Yes, I did want to be a teacher, but that's the problem. I'm like, yeah, it's really clever you learnt this. Miss, should you have been teaching this to the children? Probably not. Probably not.
Except you caught your hand in a cookie jar.
Who needs enemies?
Detective Dan's approach here is so incredibly outdated and predictable that it actually
couldn't.
seems to boost the suspect's confidence. It's the detective, in fact, who gives off a nervous disposition. He'll begin stumbling over his own words while simultaneously mixing up his analogies, which never made a great deal of sense to begin with.
You do it. Now,
is there anything else that happened at the house that you didn't tell us, that you've left out, or we haven't asked you, that would be of importance? Or during the time that you drove around for those few hours? Did you ever really go back to the house that you haven't told us about?
You'll also notice the female detective interject with something useful every now and then. But unfortunately, she's not the one leading this interrogation. That would be the detective who keeps bringing up Jesus, to a guy who just murdered his family to go jerk off in a parking lot to a Bulgarian cam model.
I know things.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck is this detective even trying to do here?
You don't know, and honesty will get you all the things I can do for you. To be honest, I can't deal with someone who lies to me,
right?
But I'll deal with someone and help them till the end.
What was he thinking? Becoming a police officer? I can't deal with someone who lies to me. Dude, that's 80% of a cop's job is dealing with people who lie.
No matter what, believe it or not, that's just me, and she'll tell you, it's what it is. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say if I can do something that can help you, I'm going to help you, because every one of us make mistakes and do things we shouldn't have done in the heat of the moment to protect ourselves or to protect somebody else. It happens. Now's the time. Now is the time.
So what do you think
To be
happened?
honest.
I think that there was something that obviously happened at the house.
Tell me what happened.
I don't know what happened.
I know better. Listen to me. I know better. I can help you, Grant, with honesty. I can help you with
the Jesus, I can help.
Something else happened before you left the house that you're either afraid of or embarrassed to talk about.
Red Bloom, welcome in, homie.
But we need to know exactly what happened, because, like Danny said, we can place you there at certain times.
Oh my God.
And so we need to know what happened before you left that house, because you didn't leave with everything being okay.
I honestly, I don't have anything else that I can really say. I mean, I don't know.
Do you even know why law enforcement got involved?
Yes.
Like, what brought us to that home?
No.
Once you start telling me...
Are they allowed to not tell you? But the really weird thing is he's still not asking. He's like, I don't know what happened. Why wouldn't he just say, what happened? Why are you jerking me around? What happened to my family? Someone would actually be asking that? Like, why?
Truthful that I know, then we're going to have a conversation of exactly what happened.
I mean, you're a smart guy.
So you need something.
You know something.
You need something seeing all the crap cops see. You're worthless, Esprier. You're worthless. Pathetic and sad. An abomination to society and the ones around you. A disappointment to your core. A nothing. You're worthless. This goes on the React channel and someone hears that, so bro, but it was redeemed.
You haven't heard or gotten any
Well,
emails
I mean,
from your family.
I'm just scared as to what the answer is.
Well, you need to help yourself by filling in the blanks of what happened that night so we can give you the answer.
But yeah, I don't do redeems to other
Did
people because I don't want to
anything more
hurt
happen
people's
with you and your
feelings.
father
Like, if
besides
they don't
him
ask
grabbing
for
you
it,
up
they'll
from the
just be
couch
like...
and yelling at you and kicking you out? Anything that at all? Did he harm you, hit you,
No.
draw any weapons on you?
No, he didn't do anything like that. I mean, he was just yelling.
This is the time to come to Jesus, to be honest, because you know more. I'm looking in your eyes tell me exactly that you are hurting inside. I get it, brother, I get it, you're hurting.
And this is the
You're
only
scared.
time we can help you.
Because once we get to a certain point, there's nothing I can do.
Come into Jesus
It's in the
moment.
hands of who has it.
Is there actually
Nothing
a difference in charges from when you confess
Honesty is
to when you get caught? Is there really any difference to, like, the charges? I'm not even sure.
always the best policy. You get
There
caught
is,
stealing a
Dan.
car, you admit to it, I did it, how can I get help?
But
What
the
can be
witch,
done to help me?
she can
And let me
read.
tell you the rest of my story. You're holding
Hey,
back.
thanks
Something
for
happened
welcome
that you were
to
defending
the
yourself.
Delinquents.
Then we need to know that.
Not right? Yeah, I didn't think
If
there
you
was
were
a big
protecting
difference.
yourself because you were in fear, then that makes sense. But we need to know exactly what happened for you to protect yourself.
You can't minimize this. Once, a wise man told me one time, once a bomb goes off, you can't defuse it.
The detective's wise man
Yeah, but he
friend
killed
was
3
clearly
people.
a
I think
specialist
he's
in
going in
nuclear
for life.
fusion, yet most people would already comprehend that a bomb can no longer be diffused once it has exploded.
You can't. That's already out there. Now is the point
Narrator
that how
really
I put
doesn't
things
like this
on
detective.
myself to minimize the injuries I have. And we're giving you that opportunity. I want to give you that opportunity. I don't think you're a bad guy at all. I really don't.
The male detective will now for some reason focus on Grant's flaws and the overwhelming embarrassment of the cam girl situation, which is basically the exact opposite of what he should be doing. He seems to get confused about what he's trying to achieve here. He carries a sympathetic tone while essentially roasting the ever-loving shit out of the suspect.
I think you're going through a very stressful and emotional time right now with being out of work and just dealing with all the problems with the arrest.
Watching here.
You're probably not
watching,
used to
okay, because
depending
we're
on
prepping for a podcast. We're doing a little research and stuff. We were watching this video about a guy who spent $275,000 of his dad's money on a virtual girlfriend, but then he murdered his entire
pay all your
family.
bills. So now you have to do mom and dad or have to give you money. Cody's having to give you money, and there's a significant debt to people. $200,000. I don't know what I'd do. I mean, mortgage, yeah, I get it, or something like that, or a medical bill for my child, yeah, I get it. But talking to some girl, in Bulgaria, you hit it right on the head. You were embarrassed about it, and you have nothing to be embarrassed about. Here it is, man.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that far.
You gotta come to me.
There's
with the
one
truth
thing,
now, 'cause I already know the truth.
There's a
We're
reason you
paying a
didn't go
couple
back to
bucks
the
to a
house. There's a
VTuber,
reason why
a
you
Twitch
haven't
streamer,
tried to reach
even
out.
a little bit
I
of,
mean,
like, Pornhub.
I want help.
you haven't
But
heard from anybody.
$275K? Goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's words that, like, I can't think of to even say. Like, I don't know how to even say the words.
Well, give me a roundabout what you're thinking.
That somebody in my family's dead.
And how does that make you feel if you're thinking that?
I have absolutely no
You're not a disappointment, but you're
ability
disappointed.
to comprehend the words. Because, like I said, I've been there for my whole entire life. And even though there's been struggles and everything like that, there hasn't ever been any issues.
There's never been
Pug,
the struggles or the issues.
And I got $75 of that,
like happened
kinda.
Thursday. Never for you. I believe you 100%. I believe it's never been like that. But something happened Thursday, unlike anything you've ever experienced in 29 years of your life. Never.
And maybe you
And
felt
keep up to
that was rock bottom for you. You were getting kicked out of the house. Your father gave you an ultimatum. I mean, that's...
The female detective will now carry out what the male
service.
detective was probably trying to do a few minutes ago. She will afford him justifications for the crime, making the gravity of admission less intimidating.
You're already dealing with the debt, and, now you have to stop talking to this girl, and now you're being kicked out of the home. I mean, that's... I can understand how you would feel. I mean, that you'd want to lash out, or... if something happened, you'd want to defend
Pretty much what I'm
yourself.
getting is she's better at her job than him.
Absolutely.
But we need to know what happened.
I mean, I know, I can tell that you guys are
Yeah, the way he's
leading
phrasing
me
it is so
into
weird.
a certain way of what.
The only thing we're leading you to is wanting to get the truth from you. Not trying to make you say something that's not true, that's not accurate. The truth, the end. That's it. That's all we want is the absolute truth.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't have anything else that I can say about what transpired during the nighttime.
So when you left your house, everybody was fine.
Yeah,
And when you left Cody,
everything was fine.
well, we got called to the house because Cody didn't show up to work.
Maybe?
So
It's been
law
2 days.
enforcement goes over there.
How are you?
And
I'm okay.
can
We're
you tell
doing
us
good.
what we
We're just
found?
trying to like research
No,
for
the
our
only thing that I was
podcast.
told was that Cody would take
Which
care of it for
is
me.
like going to start for 7 minutes.
And that's all that I know.
So if anything happened in the home, to bring law
You
enforcement there,
donated
what would you think happened?
you donated 36 subs. I swear,
That
swear,
there
Cody.
was
If you talk
a
about being
shooting.
poor, I'll kick you in the balls.
Between whom?
I don't know. Between Cody and my dad.
And then he's like, "Wait, that was to you," and I was
And
like,
why would you
"What?
think that?"
When?"
To protect me, or to help me, or to do something
No, it's
with
not.
me.
He couldn't be saying through the entire time of knowing me. Whoosh.
So you're telling me you did not shoot Cody,
No.
your father, or your mother?
It was
No.
worth it. Oh my god, you dumb bitch. How was it worth it?
I mean, I don't know, like, what more I can say.
Well, when law enforcement arrived, that's what they found. So you're the only outstanding child. You're the one that's been having problems with your dad. You're the one that we haven't been able to find for 2 days. Do you understand now why we would be questioning you about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't, like, I mean, I wouldn't be saying, like, all, like, I don't know the way to, I don't know, like, what to even say.
So if anything
Okay, what I don't understand, he had 2 days before the stuff with his family was found out. He had the credit cards and the money. Why wouldn't he just draw out as much money as possible and fly to Bulgaria if he thought he had that girl? He had 2 days to do a plan. And he went down the road to a hotel. What a dumbass.
happened in the home, you believe it would be Cody and him?
Yes. Because I mean, I don't have,
Dumbasses?
access to anything.
We know that Cody didn't shoot your dad. We know Cody didn't shoot your mom. We know Cody didn't shoot himself. There's something.
And you still haven't asked us the
That-
condition of them or anything.
That's because I mean, I don't know what the normal proceedings are, but
The normal proceedings are for you to be honest
And
about
we-
what happened.
And then we help you understand everything that's going on from here on out, of what our responsibilities are.
And we don't believe you're being honest. We feel that you are leaving something out about what happened in that home.
No, he should, because he went to
And the
Japan
evidence
like
tells
4
us
months
what
before
happened in
this.
the home.
He has a
But
passport.
you need to fill in the
yeah.
blanks.
The suspect's composure was finally starting to slip. This was the perfect moment to draw out the silence to see how he'd respond to the pressure.
Here's my hand for honesty. I am an
no,
honest guy.
please
I'm
stop
going to
doing
be
the
honest.
come to Jesus
When
moment,
it's all said
please.
and done, I'm going to be honest to the very last
He's
day
killing
that
me,
I
this
deal with you.
officer.
And then when this investigation continues, I'll go on to the next person to be honest with them. I can only do so much with honesty. Honesty gets
So
you
what are you
done.
not telling us? What happened at that home that you know? Did you leave the house with your brother Cody looking like that? Or did you leave the house
My
with your
hand of
father looking
honesty.
like that? Or your mother? Is that how you left your family?
No.
Nobody else went into that house.
Who left your family like this? If you were the one that's been depressed, you were the one that owes money, you were the one that got into a confrontation with your father, who did this to your family?
No, they can, yeah. Especially seeing that
If you were trying-
they may even need family to identify them, so.
defend yourself or something else happened, we need to know now.
The female detective does an excellent job at affording him the option to admit to a lesser infraction, which in this case is self-defense. She provides the option while simultaneously building pressure. It's a textbook maneuver, and she does it very well.
To help you. So tell us what happened.
They probably would only do it if they thought you did it, or they needed you to identify if it was them.
Yeah.
They don't usually do it willy-nilly, that's for sure.
We're here to listen to you.
We need the truth. We're here to make this right. You got to tell the truth. It's on the tip of your tongue, my man. I get that.
Did your father go after you and you try to protect yourself?
No, I didn't do any of this.
Hey, I know. Video surveillance tells me everything that happened this night. I'm telling you. Of people that you'd be surprised who in your neighborhood has video. And I know that there's only 4 people at this house during this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me. You got to tell me, man. You got to tell me. Get over that hoop. The video is the video. If you're sitting there saying no,
Get over the hoop,
and
man.
video shows something else, guess
Oh my
what?
God.
Big problem.
This detective,
Because
he's
it will
killing
wind up
me.
later on that you can't get any help from anybody. A lot of this, what people make decisions on is honesty. Was somebody honest?
Oh my God.
Didn't fire a gun, didn't fire a gun, didn't fire a gun. None of them did.
I think it's because he's bad
None
at
of them
his
did.
job.
Cody did not go home.
Or did your father point a gun at you?
No, there's nothing else that I can say.
Your emotions, your demeanor, your body language, your eyes tell me everything I need to see about you. You want to tell me in the worst way. You want to get this pain off your chest. Do it.
I mean, there's just nothing else that I can say.
So
He
your
did a
dad
better
had
job
told you
than
in the
him.
past before that he would kill you?
Right.
For what reason?
If I basically did anything related to this, again, costing him a lot of money.
And Cody knew about that.
Right.
So when did you learn that your family
What do you mean random item?
dead?
The throw command?
I had been worried since last night when I was
Dee da da dee do. Dee 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 do dee 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 do. God, this is gonna piss off people if I put this on the React channel. Sorry, brothers.
hotel, but
A fruit fly in my face?
I knew when
The
you
hell
guys
you talk about?
told me.
A
I mean,
fruit
like
fly?
I knew when you guys had told me,
You already knew, though.
but I had.
You already said, you knew.
At any point, did you feel like you needed to reach out to Cody and see if he was okay?
Must you pick a fight with the React
Hey,
channel,
or-
guys? Must you always pick a fight with them? Oh, yeah, the images come up. I don't have the Twitch ones, but emotes in chat, what you say will make images come up. I can set it up so Twitch emotes do it, but I haven't changed it over yet. So, yeah, I changed it so things you say in chat will make images come up. I thought you were just going crazy.
Didn't want to call anywhere. I just didn't want to know.
We understand your father was abusive, and we understand that he was the asshole. And if he threatened you, that he was going to kill you when you came back,
Maybe food?
you were probably in fear, were you not? So did your brother come home to try and defend you, and then this gunfight happened, and you got so scared that you left?
This version of events would obviously clear Grant of any wrongdoing. The detective is hoping he takes the bait so that he changes his story, and can then be placed under arrest for lying to police.
No, I mean, I had left when I had said that I had left.
I just don't know
I
where
was
else
pretty
to
sure
go.
Hello triggered one, but I wasn't sure. Damn,
To
guess I
get
was
you
wrong.
to come around, because
Oh,
not
so
make
they can arrest him
any
for lying. So
logistical
that's what
sense
why they're trying to get him for
before
lying.
you tell us. It doesn't. If these two got in a shooting, we would know. We would know they shot each other. We'd know that.
But why Mom?
Things just got so bad and out of hand, like never it's been before in your life. Never been here before in your life, or in your family's life. He's pissed. His future, his retirement.
I thought you couldn't lead them on like he's doing this. Detective here? I thought you couldn't lead them on like this is how you're feeling, blah blah blah. I thought
plans are being upset by you because of the financial cost.
Oh, you don't have that ability.
I would almost bet this is
lie.
just a
Okay.
horrible, bad incident that on any other day wouldn't happen. But you and me both know.
It works.
As does she. What happened
Only a
that night.
matter of time.
I don't have the answer for anything else.
Okay. This is the last time before I'm gonna walk out now, and then I'm done. And I'm done for good. When I'm done, I'm done.
I don't have anything else that I can say.
Oh, so they're stalling too.
Do you not feel bad for doing this to your family?
I mean, I've been getting blamed for the last half a year for everything, and I've been trying to move forward into a positive direction. And then every day I'm reminded of all the trouble that I had caused. And then I keep being told the same thing over and over again, but there's nothing that I can do to change
it's
it.
that they couldn't lead them on.
Do you regret doing this to each one of your family members?
I didn't do that to each one of them.
Yeah, such a whiny little shit.
Here, you sit in my seat for a minute.
That's what I find crazy here, is like, he's so stupid that they're literally laying dead and he's still like, woe is me, I've been blamed for years for like all these problems. They're dead, bro. He can't even not
Sit in
think
my
about
seat.
himself
Get out of
here.
here. Sit right here. Come here. Sit right
Just
here.
if they allow,
Get out of
they
that
will
seat. Sit
ask
right there
for
for
the
me.
answers to open new questions. Ah, I see.
The suspect still isn't sitting in his seat.
Two things that happened here today. Two things. You're a guy swimming out in the middle of the ocean.
Oh
and we're
my
going to give you one
god.
or two things based on you. You can have a life preserver to keep from drowning, or you get the boat anchor.
Another analogy. I'm dying here.
It's which one do you want? Because we will give you whichever one you ask for. The life preserver, the boat anchor.
No, I want the life preserver, but I've said everything that I can.
You want it, and I believe you do, but you have not said everything you can say. But there will be a time where you ask for that life preserver.
Yeah, pain. This is
I can't give it.
pain. This is why I couldn't be a
can't.
detective.
Once
Just the circles and the
Once
circles.
I cross the lines, I gotta step over. Can't do it.
I'd
Won't
fucking
do it.
want to break my face after work.
Think about that. I want to talk to her for a minute.
To
Think about the last.
Ah, okay. So
life
is it like
preserver I can
different
give
when
you.
you're getting more official statements?
Think about it. Take a few minutes just to reflect on it, and then we'll come back to you in a couple of minutes, and then we'll go from there. And what happens is what happens. Fair enough? You alright, man? You okay?
4 hours
Need
later.
some food, some water. You good to stay for a while longer? You okay?
I mean, I just don't have anything more that I can say. I don't know what the next.
I'm not keeping you. If you want to stay, well, I'll talk to you till whatever, till you're happy with everything and you're okay. You're not detained. You're not being kept here. Don't want to be here. You don't have to be here.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay. Give me a minute. We'll get you out of here. What we'll do is we'll get you up somewhere. I'll give you my card, my phone number. If you want to talk to me, you're more than welcome to call me. And
Absolute pain.
we'll move forward from there. Fair enough? Any questions of me before I go? Or before we walk out? I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Like, what am I allowed to do?
Live your life. Hey man, we are right there at it. Jason's here. It's going to be a few more minutes. What I need to do is just for our investigation, get some pictures of you. We're going to collect your clothing. As soon as that's done, we'll get Jason here to talk to you.
Hey, JR, welcome in, homie. Is that his older brother?
Alright, so I take it you know what happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you plain out, you are not part of it anyway.
No.
How?
Oh my
when
god.
was the last time you saw everybody?
I left the house between midnight and 12:30.
Yeah, that's a big difference. No emotion. His brother's fucking bawling his
I
dang. He's got the hair.
But you're the last
Evil
person
doesn't
that I
get
could
the hair, guys. You don't get the hair in the family if you're evil.
put in that house. And I know what happened over the last 6 months. Who else can I blame? How are we gonna find out who did this?
I don't know. I don't have the answers.
The shit you did, you could have been in jail. You would have been in jail for years.
I know.
And they covered it up for you. I'm scared for you, and I'm scared for myself, and
Hey,
I
gamer.
don't feel comfortable with you being around me alone. I'm sorry. I could take you physically, but if you...
He stole money from his parents and his brother, credit card for fraud and stuff like that. Even if they're related to you, if you use your family's bank or cards without their permission, it's credit card fraud. Confess yet, but his brother has came in. Now.
You have a knife or know where a gun is, I'm fucked. I need you to be honest with me, man. I need to have closure. I was told that you would not have access to be able to contact this woman. Why do you feel the intent to still contact her?
It was just the whole emotional thing. I mean, that's all
Okay,
that I can say.
so are you saying that you love the woman?
I feel like I did, yeah.
Okay, you feel like you did, so you don't feel that way now?
Well, I mean, now it's pretty much, you know, I mean, it's not what it used to be, is all I can say.
Because she's aware of what has happened in the last several months.
Right.
It hurt, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't carry that persona that you carried before. I do love you, though. Just remember that.
Oh, okay. So that persona he says before, I don't know if they're going to go into more. I think he was pretending to be a rich guy to this girl. Like, I don't think it was just scam things. I think he was using his parents' money and his brother's money to, like, role play as a wealthy dude. To make himself feel good about himself. Because I was, like, wondering, the cam girl thing is a bit... It's like, it doesn't seem extreme enough, but I think that's what he was, like, ego-stroking himself, pretending to be a really wealthy guy.
Like Mom, Cody, and Dad loved you. Nobody loved you any more or any less.
I bet... You know what's really sad? I bet a part of his brother here just really wanted to believe that it wasn't him. Like, this is like the saddest part, because his entire family's dead. Everyone's probably telling him it's his brother, and I bet he actually kind of hopes it isn't. Like, in the back of his mind. That's his older brother. That's the killer's older brother. He came to talk to him and to take him home under pretenses. But he's probably not going to go home. And his brother is still emotionless. When they cry like this, I always think they're mostly crying for themselves. Because when someone else is crying and they're upset, they're not upset. But after, they're just like,
You have anything else you need to talk about before we let you go? Because now's your time. You know that. Like Danny said, once you're out of here, there's no coming back from this. We're giving you every opportunity to tell us what happened in that home that you have not told us. So you're aware that when you leave here, you're not going to have any chance to redeem yourself and tell us the truth after the fact.
I understand.
And you're okay with that. You can live with yourself knowing that you're not going to tell us the truth.
I've said what I can say.
Okay.
7 hours, Jesus.
You ready, man? Yeah. Question for you real quick. You don't want to hurt yourself. No. You don't want to hurt anybody else. No suicidal thoughts. No. Okay, come on, bud.
Grant was arrested 9 hours later at his hotel. His trial began on August 12, 2019.
Grant Amato was so obsessed with this woman. You're going to see from the evidence in this case, at 2:53 a.m., on January 25th, after leaving the house that contained the 3 dead bodies of his family, the defendant goes to a nearby Publix parking lot, logs onto their Wi-Fi, and uses his dead brother's USA checking account to pay $599.99 to get onto Sylvie's website at 3:02 in the morning.
Explore?
That's what this case is about.
With us?
It's about his blind obsession with this woman, the end of the world, as he believed it to be, because of his family, and his absolute contempt
Let finish and then
for
I'll bring it up.
those that he held responsible.
Verdict. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first-degree premeditated murder.
Grant Amato was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Deserved. Honestly, they say it's like this obsession with the brother, but it's just like obsession with the woman.
In
But
mid
honestly,
2000,
no, it's JC Criminal Psychology. There we go. But we're gonna set up for podcast now, guys. We're gonna set up for podcast now. But honestly, I feel like he was playing as being a big man with money by using his family's money. At least I hope he gets abused in jail. Oh, brutal. But yeah, fuck him. What the fuck? We're gonna set up because Luca's gonna be like, what the fuck, bitch? Yeah, subscribed. Podcast of virtual girlfriends. Luca's gonna be up me for not having visual aids. Where's my visual aids? That sounds fun.